the world seems to stand still while candles are lit at a magical sunset ceremony on a beach in the Indonesian island of Bali. Not far away, in the holy city of Ubud, also every evening at sunset, thousands of big herons fly into nearby Petulu Cemetery and settle into the trees beside the road, a daily event that has become a tourist attraction. The herons started their visits to the area in 1965 for no apparent reason, but is locally attributed to the tragic events of the mid-1960s when Indonesia suffered a terrible period of mass murder. Members of PKI, the Indonesian Communist Party, were systematically slaughtered over many months in a devastating massacre that produced a death toll of more than 1 million people. Official reports have been rehashed, lost in time and politics. Word-of-mouth reports, however, indicate that many bodies were never found or given the respect of proper funeral rites. These voices of wandering souls took the birds as vessels and returned to that peaceful town. Bali, the island of paradise, holds its dark sides under the beautiful beaches, tranquil temples and gardens, and serene rice paddy fields. The scent of incenses, the banyan trees, the blue surfing waves, all hold stories about the disappearance of family members. Bali experienced the worst of the killings of any of the Indonesian islands, and this story remains erased. As the scent of incense rising up to nirvana, family members pay respects to those who were forcibly taken away back in 1965. For many that experienced the torture and violence carried out by Suharto's regime, and for many others who lost their family members, living with these memories of violence and trauma are part of everyday life. For many of these survivors, the struggle lies in the stigma attached to community members suspected to be linked to the Communist Party.
I was 9 when the tragedy happened, and then my mom asked me to throw away my first name, Svetlana, because it is very Russian, and about that time it will be linked with the Communist Party. I could not become myself. That's what I feel. Nobody knows who I am in the office, in my neighborhood, and I still very careful to talk to anybody, especially about my family.
The stigma continued to haunt the everyday life of the young people, children and grandchildren of those suspected to have PKI links.
Yang saya harapkan sebetulnya ketika mendampingi korban 65 adalah penerimaan di masyarakat. Jadi hilangnya stigma terhadap mereka. Jadi selama ini yang menghambat kehidupan mereka adalah stigma bahwa mereka adalah penjahat, ateis, kafir, dan tidak berperi kemanusiaan.
I don't know the grandfather from my mom's side. On that time, when I was a kid, my mom told me that he died because of sick. And then when I grow up, I, listen from neighbors and family that my grandfather died because of he part of the Indonesian Communist Party. While in the other side, at school, in the elementary school, I learned that those who are part of the Communist Party, the Indonesian Communist Party, are evil, are bad people, are rapists, like people are deserve to kill them. But the other side, the history in my family said that my grandpa is a really cool person. He's teaching kids, he loves to read. He's quite rebellion against the tradition, more realistic. So there are many questions come to me like why my mom should tell lie to the son.
Sesungguhnya suara itu bukan perampok yang ingin menjarah hartamu. Ia ingin bicara. Mengapa waktu kau senjata?
Nama saya Bimo, saya cucu dari Nyoto. Sejak kecil sampai masa SMP itu saya masih rada tertutup tentang siapa saya. Ya kejadian di Santi Dharma itu saya harus lari bersama ibu saya sampai 2 bulan dan tidak bisa pulang ke rumah saya sendiri. Saya di situ mulai terbuka awalnya kepada guru-guru saya waktu itu SMA.
Staring stigma in its face, community members recraft alternative narratives. These alternative narratives bring out the talents, creative energies, and sources of joy that community members seek out in their healing journey. For Uchi, who runs the Research Foundation for Victims of the 1965 Human Rights Violations, these stories, songs, and dances remember the past and offer hope for the future.
Kebahagiaan saya bersama ayah dan ibu saya dan adik-adik saya membaca bersama-sama. Kadang-kadang kami juga berebut buku dan disitulah yang selalu menjadi kenangan yang manis bagi kami. Setelah peristiwa 65 terjadi, semua itu berubah. Namun ada satu hal yang selalu saya ingat dari ayah dan ibu saya, bahwa sesulit apapun keadaanmu, kamu harus tetap berusaha untuk belajar. Kami berusaha untuk tidak menangis lagi. Kami bernyanyi melalui paduan suara dialita. Disitulah kami bisa kuat, bisa saling menguatkan. Sekarang setelah saya melalui begitu banyak pergumulan, persoalan yang berat, orang menamakan saya penyintas. Saya sekarang tidak lagi hidup sebagai korban, tapi saya sebagai penyintas, sebagai orang yang sudah bisa melalui masa-masa yang sulit dan berat itu. Dan saya tidak mau hidup sebagai penyintas seorang diri, tapi saya harus membagikan, membantu teman-teman yang masih di dalam kesulitan.
Uchi's struggle, like the struggle of many other survivors, is not only personal, but also a collective endeavor. The survivors find spaces to support each other, be there for each other. Through songs, the chronicles, the stories of violence, bearing witness so we never forget. But also teaching us the lessons of resilience.
Suatu senja di teluk Kayeli di kala senja. Itu kami dikumpul pemusik, pemahat, pematung, penulis termasuk Pramudi Anantatur. Di situ kami dikumpulkan, disuruh berkarya. Dan kami berkarya itu kami disuruh bikin musik. Akhirnya kami bikin musik semacam string orchestra di sana dengan dengan little band gitu sama jadi satu itu.
Through art, they paint the erased traces of a violent history, just as they invite us to imagine new possibilities. Through puppetry, they enact performances that witness, even as they create the scripts. As the world stands witness to the narratives of violence perpetrated by military regimes and religio-political organizations such as Nahdlatul Ulama, collaborating with CIA, these voices embolden us to ask questions, to challenge stigmas, to challenge dominant narratives, to create spaces for testimonials that are erased.
Kesaksian itu penting karena saya sudah menanti 50 tahun pemerintah belum ada perhatian apa-apa, membisu 1000 bahasa, persetan dengan penderitaan korban, persetan dengan kekerasan yang lain tetap terjadi. Nah, itu yang saya tidak mau.
Willing to go to The Hague to become one of the witnesses before the International People's Tribunal, because I think it's a good opportunity for me to fight against the long stigmatizations launched by the military regime in Indonesia against the leftists, nationalists and communists. The curriculum in school should be revised according to what had really happened from the viewpoint of the victims.
Okay, my name is Agung Alit. I born in 4th of July 61, and my father were killed in 65, and then they kick out my mother from the civil servant, and then that tragedy touched me. That's also the reason why I build a place like this, many books, library like that. This is very, because as you may know that Bali tourism industry very well known in the world, and then they offer the tourists or the people something about the romantic side of Bali, but they never telling you the truth, the sadistic side of Bali. To me, when we build like this, we can learn, because many of the information, the history, all written by the winner, and many of them are fakes, imitation. And now, when we have this, we can gather with the young generation. They can read and they can learn about the truth of the history, especially about the 65 tragedy. That is a totally human right abuse. They killed my father. They said that my father communist. Okay, it's okay, but communist at that time is a legal party. It's not a good reason to kill people because they are communist. But at that time, communist is a legal party. I don't know, and until now is my question: why they kill my father because he's communist?
The stories shared here interrogate and question the propaganda that has been carried out in stigmatizing communities. Come and join the survivors of 1965 in witnessing and finding out the missing pieces of a story that has been silenced for too long.
Berdebar hatiku bila terkenang peristiwa masa itu, tambah air mataku berlinang, pernah timbul rasa haru, tersungging senyum di wajah jelita, perlahan jiwa nan cerah. Kala ku sambut pemberiannya, sapu tangan mungil indah. Sayang, sayang, ku tak dapat lukiskan di dalam nyanyianku ini, membayang berjuta-juta harapan di seberang menanti. Semoga sapu tangan